In this lesson, you're about to be able to practice what you've just learned about different types of propaganda. So I want to just give you a quick introduction to this task so that you can do it precisely. So first of all, what you're going to be doing is analyzing 5 examples of propaganda. There are many more choices than 5, so you can pick which ones you want. And you're going to do 3 things. First, you're going to identify the intended audience. Who is this poster or this advertisement intended to impact? And then the purpose is, what is the intention of the poster? What do they want the audience to do after seeing the poster? And then finally, what type or maybe types of propaganda are being used to try to influence the audience for the purpose that you've stated. And it's really important that you explain why this is that type of propaganda. Before you begin, I want to give you a few suggestions. First of all, in terms of audience, there's not too many choices. You might have civilians might be the audience, or if they're saying they want the person to go to war, you would put military-age men. Or maybe it's intended to impact women. Or if it has to do with money, maybe they're looking for rich people. Or perhaps it has to do with young people. So you want to try to be specific about who is the intended audience of the piece of propaganda. And then the purpose, if it's military-age men, the purpose is probably to get them to enlist and go off to war. There's a bunch of posters that want people to give money, and there's others that are asking people to help in other much more specific ways. So the purpose is trying to convince somebody to do something. Let me give you an example here. This poster says, while someone gives his life, what are you giving? And it has a big red cross, and then it says, think a minute. And at the bottom it says, all of the Red Cross War Fund goes to war relief. So in this case, the audience is civilians, especially those who might have money to spare. So you might put rich people. But really they wanted anybody that would be able to give money. The purpose is to donate money to the Red Cross. You can tell that because it says, what are you giving? And then at the bottom it says Red Cross War Fund. So it's talking about money in the war fund. And then the types of propaganda, I suggested perhaps bandwagon or maybe guilt. I said bandwagon because it's saying that other people are giving other things, and so bandwagon is trying to convince people to do what other people are doing. But I also felt like maybe it's just making the person feel guilty, like someone gives his life and you're not giving anything at all. So I put making the audience feel bad or guilty about not doing as much as the other people. So now as you look through, you can see there's When the Boys Come Home is one poster. There's He's Happy and Satisfied Are You, Sow the Seeds of Victory. There's a bunch of different choices that you can choose from, and they are below. So pick 5 of your favorites and then analyze them by answering those 3 questions.